My name is Tran Myhre, also known as Guante. My book is called Not a Lot of Reasons to Sing But Enough. Publisher is Button Poetry. Basically, I'll keep this short. It's a sci-fi poetry book about the role of art and artists in resisting authoritarianism. Kind of a weird elevator pitch, but that's why it means a lot to me. I figured the best way to talk about it would just be to share a piece from it. I come from a performance background, so it's in my head. I'm just gonna perform something. Cool? All right. This is called, well, really briefly, the concept of the book is that it's a poetry book, but it's these two poets who move from village to village on this moon. And the poems in the book are their poems, but also the poems that they hear from other people. So this is from one of those villages that they move through. It's called Poem for the First Day of the Poetry Unit in Language Arts Class. Not everyone who studies the sky has to become a begoggled balloon pilot. Some just like looking at the clouds because they're pretty. Some are more concerned with weather patterns and their effect on crops. Some are just charting a course from point A to point B, a matter of routine. It is okay if you don't like poetry. I don't really like the sky. The sun gives me a migraine, wind blows in my face, it snows on days I don't want it to snow. You will never find me in the gondola of a hot air balloon 1,000 paces from where I should be pacing. But language has made me weightless. If only for a moment, a poem like Once or Twice has guided me home. So I want to say something like, when your teacher makes you write a poem for class, don't think of it as an assignment, think of it as an opportunity. But that's kind of corny. A lot of things that are true are kind of corny. This isn't a very good poem. I wrote it like yesterday, and yeah, it'd be better if it were better, but sometimes you see a stage and it's the sky waiting for you to scream something alive into it. So tell your story. Whether it rhymes or not, tell the truth. Whether it gets a good grade or not, write something that means something to you. Even if you don't perform it or share it, poetry is not just about how elegantly we can put some words next to some other words. It's like, think of all the materials with which you could quilt a giant hot air balloon into being. The flags of 100 nations, the banners of 100 warriors, the baby blankets of 100 lost children. But no matter how beautiful or colorful or well constructed the balloon itself is, none of that makes it fly. And yeah, in this class, we will study how balloons work. We will read old maps, but your job is not just to look up and imagine. It is to look down and laugh. Your job is not just to understand flight. It is to fly. The first poem I ever wrote was about the end of the world. And I'm old enough now to have lived through the end of a few. And I don't remember the words, just a landscape for the dark cloud in me to rain on, just the feeling of rising through that cloud and for the first time seeing the stars on the other side of it. I don't remember the words, but I remember the light, and I've been walking in its direction ever since. Cool. Thank you.